Greeting, music lovers. Let's talk discussion board a little bit. I want you to read all this because, again, I'm going over it very quickly. So read. There's no excuse for not reading this stuff. So read and follow the directions. I'm going to condense it and give you my gist on it really quickly. The purpose of the discussion board is so that we can all get together and communicate, right? And maybe have conversations. You can respond to other people's posts, and they could later on respond to you and have a conversation. So what I'm looking for are people that are doing this throughout the week, not waiting till Sunday at 11:30 at night, making their main post, and then doing 3 other posts at quarter 12 and so on. If you're going to do that, you're going to be penalized for points. See the rubric that I have, and follow the rubric, because I'm going to take points off. You're going to say, why did you take points off my discussion board? Why don't I have the full 50 points? Probably didn't do something correctly. So there's a word length. I don't want it super short. I don't want it super long. Just kind of medium. The first one this week is your musical life. Were you in band? Were you in choir? Do you love music? You can't play anything, and you can't even turn on the radio, but you love music. I want to hear about it. So tell me about it. We're really a product of what we hear in our house growing up. You can read my story. It's all about growing up in the 60s and hearing all the great music that was around in that decade. It's probably why I'm a musician today. So it's highly influential. And then there was my sister in the 70s who was whatever she listened to, I had. So Big Sis was rocking out to some really good stuff. So always grateful for that. So that's what I just said there, how to do it. When you're ready to make yours, you click on this here, start a new thread, and in the little box, write my musical life. Your name is automatically added, but you can add your name if you want as well. And then give me some words. Mine is a little long because I'm an old fart. So if you want to read mine for a little example, I always try to give an example of what I'm looking for, so you can try to emulate it and get the full 50 points. The big deal about all these discussion boards is, like I said, to post. You want to post by midnight of Thursday. You have all day Thursday to get it done. And that's your main post. And your main post in this one would be your musical life. And then you have from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to get it done and to make responses, read other people's musical life, and make a response to it. And there's a word length for responses as well. Doesn't have to be long. Just don't want anything that's oh, that's really cool, I love that. That's not a response. I look for responses. With every one of your responses, I can find something to talk to you about. And it may be your older sister, it may be your grandparents, it may be one little thought. Maybe it's a concert that you saw that changed your life. I'm like, oh man, I saw them too, right? There's always something I can relate to. Look through somebody's post for that little tidbit, little nugget that you relate to, and talk back to them about it, right? This is really the only one that we're doing like this that's really personable. The others can be, but this one's all about you. The other ones, most of our discussion boards are all about a certain decade of music. We're going to start with the 20s and 30s, and we're going to investigate artists that were popular back then. It goes right along with the documentaries that you're watching, so it goes hand in hand. All right, so basically, you make a main post by Thursday night, and this is in the calendar. I have due dates, and start a new thread. And you can, everybody that kind of does this after me, you can read theirs as well, and it'll be all down in here. You can anything else I need to tell you about? You can search authors here. And you can see there's 15 of these discussion boards, and we can go in here to look at all of them. You can do review the discussion board rules, And I think most of you probably know how to embed a video link into, you're going to have to do a lot of that. And you go into YouTube and you find the share button, and it'll copy it right to your clipboard, and you come back into your box, your thread box, your main box, and you put the thread in there. That's all you have to do. When you're opening these things, right click on them. If you left click, sometimes you'll get closed out of Blackboard, out of Brightspace, and you start all over, and it's real pain. So always right click, open in a new window. These are all computer basics. Some of you are old pros at that, and some maybe not. So by the end of this course, you probably will be. So the discussion board, there you go.